Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Cancer, I like it. I worry a little bit about acceptance, but I think a lot of you are rebelling against what you may have been accepting about yourself. So, from Lay Vampire, Rebellion, Upstart, Tumult, and Revolution, and then from Chakra Wisdom, Acceptance. Now, Rebellion is saying that you are being called to follow your own soul's path. It's time to be who you truly are. But, this is also saying that you need to get away from the false camaraderie of conformity, which is very much a part of this card, moving away from false comforts. But I think it has more to do with you, being the rebel now and not accepting what you may have about yourself before, because acceptance is saying that you may have been assessing yourself in a distorted way, in a self-defeating way. This is really about accepting who you are and knowing that you are complete and there is nothing wrong with you. Now, the card at a glance says that innocence and an inability to see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the protection of spirit guides, good luck, and an increase in self-esteem and confidence. But it only happens when you rebel against what you may think of yourself. All right, Cancer, here we go. Here is your overall for the week. Oh my God. I don't know what the hell is going on this week, but I swear to God, everybody's dealing with this right now. The Two of Wands. And again, I'm going to say the same thing. There are two different paths you could take. But really, we're making plans here, thinking about acting on something. But you're not really doing anything, though. My God, everybody is dealing with this. Now, we could definitely be talking about two different situations, but this isn't a Two of Pentacles type of feeling here. What I'm getting is you can get involved in one thing or you can go somewhere else completely. But again, it's making those plans to act. My God. Oh my God. Really? Oh, Cancer. The past, the devil, and that makes sense. So, with the Two of Wands being there, really, it's about getting past those things that you feel like have power over you, right? Toxic relationships, bad thoughts, bad habits, bad patterns, all those negative things that you feel like have control over you, or you could simply be dealing with Capricorn. But, I look at the devil as deeper than that. And again, with the Two of Wands, it's what are you going to do? Where are you going to go if you are releasing yourself from these negative things? Boy. Now, in the present, the King of Wands. That worries me a little bit with the devil, because if you're still trying to deal with things that you feel like have power over you, if you're dealing with people in your space, it's one of those things where you may be looking at this person or a situation with this person is this going to be the same negative thing that I've dealt with before? Because with the King of Wands in the present, right, you could be talking about a fire sign, but he has a tendency to show up when there's attraction to someone. The man of passion, right? Now, we could definitely be talking about you, though. But the problem is, though, is I'm looking at you with the Two of Wands. The King of Wands is usually off and on the next adventure. This is somebody who charts their own course. They don't pay attention to details too much. But, like I said, with the devil being above that, it's And then the question then becomes, are you dealing with a person that you feel like is not healthy? And like I said, this could definitely be about you, needing to be more adventurous, but you're still here and you're not really doing anything. But I don't know. I feel like this is a person you're dealing with. Future conditions, and that's perfect. It's perfect. But you're making plans to get there. Now, for some of you, you're looking to get closure on a situation, possibly with a person. But with the World, again, it's the successful completion, where you feel like you have accomplished something here, getting closure on something, and then opening the door to the new beginning. But needing for something to be over with in a way where you feel like you've done the right thing. especially with the devil being the past coming through. And I'm looking at this and going, you're getting to a place of closure here, and you're looking at where you're going to go now after moving away from possibly somebody who may not be so good. Man, I do like that this is here, because even if you don't get full closure or completion, you're still working toward it. Your best path to follow, and there you are. I've always seen the King of Cups as Cancer. So, and again, if we're talking about, things that have power over you with the King of Wands, it may be things that you have acted on based on temptation or passion. And now it's like you're being asked to come to this place where you're better in harmony with who you are. And again, I go back to the Oracle cards. But the King of Cups, being more in control of your own emotions. He's still very loving, still very supportive, right? I like the King of Cups, but looking at the King of Wands right now with the devil above it, like, it makes sense that you need to get to a place where you feel like you have better control over possibly addictions, again, temptation, bad habits, bad relationships, and then I look at the two kings and think of the two paths though too. Right? Whether we're talking about people or just you right now and how you're feeling or what the energy is surrounding you. But, again, with the world being there, like, I'm hopeful on how this is coming out. In your environment, the Three of Wands, for some of you, I think that that this may not be a very good situation. And I say that again because of the devil being here. But as far as with the Two of Wands being the overall, you're still looking here to see how things are going to develop or work out first before you take any further action, right? But you should already know what to expect. That's one of the things that I point out with the Three of Wands. When you're looking out over this cliff, it doesn't matter if the ships are coming in and out. You should already know what to expect because these are the things that you've been working towards. So, my question then becomes, why are you waiting on somebody? Especially if you know that it's not a good situation, I think that some of you may be waiting to see something change with a person, but I don't think that you get there. And like I said, with the world though, it's going to be over with, yes, but it's going to be in a way where you feel better about moving on, I think is the best way to put it. Your hopes and your fears, the Page of Wands. Now, again, going back to this feeling of, dealing with this energy of the King of Wands and needing to get better control over your passion here, especially with the devil, looking at the Page of Wands, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be about being a little bit more passionate about a new path, but then again, some of you may be hoping to hear what you want to hear. But I go right back to the devil and I'm looking at it coming down this way, and you're going to be continuing to wait with the devil being there because that's not going to change, right? And again, especially if we're talking about a person here, but I worry a little bit with this because you're still being asked here to get better control over, yourself and the way that you feel with the King of Cups being here. But I do, I see some of you waiting and hoping to hear what you want to hear. But like I said, with this, it's And then coming out, the Ten of Pentacles. And again, we're looking at endings here, but it's really about the choice that you're going to make on whether you're going to go back to a situation that may not be healthy, or if you're going to move to a place where, you're feeling better about completing this cycle out and getting to a place of security and stability with the Ten of Pentacles coming out. But then again, what choice you make may affect your security and stability here with the Ten of Pentacles. And we could definitely be talking about family issues. You may be needing the support of family, looking at the Devil and the King of Wands, or it's you being the support system for somebody else. But either way, you're not going to see anything change. You're just going to stay stuck in this spot of, well, which way am I going? Well, if you're waiting on another person, again, with the devil coming through, it's no, you're just going to see the same thing. And then the Two of Swords, I swear to God, like I swear to God, everybody is dealing with this right now. All right, with the Ace of Swords, we're talking about truth and clarity, right? The truth of a situation and maybe, you know, needing to accept the truth of a situation that needs to be closed out for good. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, right, giving and receiving. Are you giving assistance? Are you receiving assistance here? Or do you continue to do this? But with the Two of Swords, it's like you're not making that choice. I think for some of you, it's, you may know the truth of a situation. You may know that you need to get closure before you can take another path. But, you know, there may be something secure about this for you, which is why you may be continuing to wait on somebody right now. And then the question becomes, do you continue to give to this, or do you close this out? You know, but either way, it's difficult for you. I mean, you know, when I'm looking at the world and the Ten of Pentacles, here's the thing. If you're making choices on where to go or how to act, you know, if you accept the closure of a situation or the ending of a situation, you move into this place where there may be more security and stability for you, absolutely. But like I said, there may be a level of this going on, and it may have to do with family situations, but the choice here to actually accept the truth and the closure, you know, may be hard to do. And that may be why you're kind of at this space right now of, you know, looking at what path you're going to take. You know, but eventually here it's needing to take action on something. You know, you're either going to continue to wait on somebody who, you know, like I said, with the devil being there, things may not change. And you may not hear what you're wanting to hear, you know, or it's, you need to accept that this situation needs to be over with and you need to find your own closure in that. And like I said, with the Ace of Swords, it's like, you know, that truth, you know, I mean, with the Two of Swords there again, right? The blindfold is bullshit because you know what the truth is. But, you know, these decisions are not that easy, especially when security and stability is involved. But with the Six of Pentacles, we could definitely be talking about a one-sided situation. You know, and the reason why I say this is because of that feeling of the devil. And then I look back at the Oracle cards and think that, you know, you're rebelling against what you may think of yourself based on you continuing to deal with, you know, possibly a person or, you know, a situation that isn't good. It's not healthy. I mean, even if it's your own actions here with the King of Wands and the Devil, I mean, that's just not a good thing, period. So for those of you who are in a relationship here, definitely some of you may be getting married. Congratulations. Possibly to another water sign, or this could just be about you. You know, with the Queen of Cups, I like her better than the other core cards in this deck because this one really shows the emotional connection and attachment. The love, the romance. It looks good. Like, it looks really good. You know, and you may be really supportive to the person that you're with, and you may be looking to, you know, move to marriage, which is great. But I don't know, Cancer, I worry about, you know, what you are dealing with, not just internally, but externally with the people that are around you. I think that you may be waiting here for something that may not happen in terms of another person. But if we're talking about your own energy here, definitely with the King of Cups, it's coming back to a place of like better emotional balance, I feel like, for you. But again, right, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to make choices to take a different path, especially when we're talking about family or security and stability that may be involved with this. All right, Cancer, so this is a persistent energy for everybody, it seems like. It's not that easy to make the choice to take a different path. But with the Two of Wands being the overall here, it's really about, you know, making the plans to act on something. But again, like the crossroads keep showing up with this one for me, with all of these readings, it seems like. You may be waiting on possibly a person here, but with the Devil being the past coming through, I don't think that anything is going to change as far as this goes. I do look at you getting closure on this, though, with the world coming out in future conditions. Absolutely. And getting to, like, a level of stability and security. Now, definitely we could be talking about family situations. You know, we may be talking about a family member who may be needing your assistance, which is possible. But if we're talking about you right now, especially with the devil coming through and then looking at, you know, rebellion and acceptance, it's like, you know, going against what people, you know, may think of you, you know, and needing to accept that you may have been seeing yourself in a distorted way, that there's nothing wrong with you. You may be seeing yourself in a really negative way. But like, I look at these two and I think that if you're dealing with difficulties with the devil still coming through, it's like moving to a place where you're no longer just like following your passions and not thinking about the consequences, and getting to a place here where there is a level of stability with your emotions. But I do think that some of you are dealing with a person, because I see you waiting and then hoping to hear some good news. And like, I don't know with this because of the devil coming through. And then looking at the clarifiers with the Ten of Pentacles, we're talking about, you know, the truth here, whether or not you're going to continue to give to a situation or a person with the Six of Pentacles, but then not being able to make that difficult choice to take a different path. You know, this one bothers me a little bit, and it would have been different if the devil wasn't there. But like, either way, I see you, you know, looking at needing to take the path of closure and having a situation completely over with, but in a way where you feel like you're okay with it. You know, again, the successful completion. You know, but you're going to have to make the choice to take that path, though. But it may not be that easy, especially if you have been very giving to another person, right? And again, we could be talking about family here. But now, as far as relationships go, passion in the Ace of Swords. So if for those of you who are single, if you're meeting somebody that you have a passion for, you're looking for trust with the Ace of Swords. Trust, truth, you know, clarity when it comes to what you're expecting in terms of the relationship, but then also wanting the other person to be truthful with you. But it's really about trust with the Ace of Swords. But there is passion there. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, it looks really good. Wedding and the Queen of Cups, yeah. And I like her. I like her more so than the other ones. Because whether you're male or female here, when you're looking at the Queen of Cups, it really shows, you know, the connection there, the emotional connection, the attachment, the love, the support. But definitely you could be going to a level of marriage. Some of you may be proposing, or somebody may be proposing to you, looking at that, and congratulations, right? Like, I don't think that this is a situation where you're involved with somebody who is married. You know, because again, we're talking about couples here, but it looks good. But Cancer, like, I feel like I'm talking to two different groups. I'm talking to those of you who may be dealing with some serious issues here with the devil. And then some of you who are dealing with someone who you may look at as the devil. You know, they have serious issues going on, and you may be the one that is giving the assistance here, but do you continue to do that if nothing's going to change?